Panor, the young entrepreneur. Brought to you by yours truly, Bam Bam the Influence. We got some instructions for you. Listen.
Your man at work and you feel a little hot.
Listen up.
Tiptoe. While you working up the block, getting circled by the cops, trying to catch you on the spot. Get low, tiptoe. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Get low, tiptoe. Be careful with your moves. Get low, tiptoe. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Get low, tiptoe. Be careful with your moves.
And I'm in the building with a friend of mine, hip-hop artist, photographer, clothing designer, Panor the entrepreneur. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Chilling, just drinking.
Long time no see.
I got good drinks now.
Hey, thank you very much. So what's going on with you?
Ain't much, about to do that show, 29th for Bolo. Just got another show coming up, a fashion show coming up. Working on my own fashion show. Got the album coming out soon. Open Bibles, Broken Bottles. Got a mixtape coming up. There's a lot of shit going on right now. You know what I mean? Well, they know where to find me if they know.
That's what it is. Well, you know, first time meeting you was at the 90s Showcase back in February.
Yeah.
So that was our first time meeting, my first time seeing you perform, my first time hearing some of your music, first time for everything basically. So I'm going to be getting to know you just as well as the people that's going to be watching this interview in the near future is going to be getting to know you. So, Panor the entrepreneur, explain to the people how that name came about.
Well, I was in Job Corps. I went to Job Corps in Glenmont. You know, I was thinking to myself, it's the toughest name I could call myself. And you know, mafia name sound like Panor. And I just went with what's that? Panor, entrepreneur. It's so just, you know, I just worked it out, you know, but entrepreneur because I do everything. So I was like, yeah, it fits me. And next thing I know, I just ran with the name and everybody accepted it. You know, the nickname don't stick into you, everybody else accepted it, you know what I mean?
No doubt, that's what it is. And shout out to Grandma Job Corps because I went there too. Class of 95.
Okay.
Was there a certain someone or an experience that influenced you to start rapping?
I would say it was, I went to PS 11 over by, you know, St. Mark's, by Biggie and all that. So I could really say it was that. I knew Little Kimber. But you know, just that persona of who he was and watching those people and watching them spit and watching all that, I ain't gonna front. I wanted to be just like Biggs at one point in time, you know what I mean?
That's what it is. You definitely have the stage performance. I that. You know how to capture a crowd. Your energy is definitely there. According to your bio, it said you started out wanting to sing. Can you sing?
Yeah, I actually got a song called Moan Song. Me and my dude Biggs, we did that just off the album mixtape, the Overweight Lover mixtape. You know, we wanted to do something for the big guys. You know, so the big guys was on it too, and basically, you know, I was singing on there, he was singing on there. It was a test. It was to see what was up, but I always started singing. I remember my cousin Psycho used to tease me. He made actually Tangerine Cash beat. But he used to tease me for that, like, yo, that's gay. So I stopped singing for a while. Then I noticed, like, oh, sweat. Girls later on in life, I know, like, yeah, girls actually like singers. Okay, so
yes, we do.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, I might just keep on trying to get that in there somewhere. You know what I mean? So, but girls like spitters too. If you spit good, but you know. So, but I seen R&B was the wave. So I was like, let me see if I can still do it and just test it out. And my fans and the listeners was basically, you know, accepting it. So, you know, I might come out with an album too. Who knows?
That's what's up. Well, it's always going to be versatile. Like you said, the women love singers, and real people that appreciate real music will love to have another versatile artist out there.
True.
So I'll be looking forward to hearing that. Like I said earlier, my first time seeing you perform was at the 90s Showcase. How did you feel the first time you ever touched the stage to perform in front of an audience?
But I was in front of my old producer, Bam Bam the Influence. Like, it's nothing. It's just that you just like, you in your head like, don't forget the words. You know what I mean? Don't forget the words. That's really about it. Besides that, I learned after my first performance. That's why my performance now is so strong. You gotta demand your respect. Don't expect them to give it to you just because you're an artist and them. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta demand it, and that's what I do now. I demand it. Like, I make sure that everybody respects me when I leave off the stage for what I do. You ain't going if you don't like me, at least you're gonna be like, okay, he do his thing. You know what I mean? So it's what it is.
What are your views on the rap music of today versus the hip hop of yesterday?
I'm gonna have to say I don't like it today. I do music that would echo some of the things of today, but that's just that I'm one of the people that go with the atmosphere of music, point blank. I'm a music person, so I go with whatever the sound is or my heart is. So I follow whatever it is. Like I can spit on anything that's out, so I don't really care. But there's no meaning behind that right now. It really is no meaning behind it right now. And if anybody says there is, well, we can talk about it. But I just believe, you know what I mean? I just believe that there's not a lot of meaning in stuff right now. Kendrick, he sort of pushed the wave of people stepping it up. But then again, Kendrick, if you watch him closely, and I'm just saying off a prediction, you're going to see him do some of the same things other people do because he's going to fit into the mold that they set out for him to fill. You know what I mean? So he's good right now. He's out of the box right now, but how long that's going to last? Let's see.
Right. Glad that you brought some names up. That leads to my next question. Who are some of your favorite hip-hop artists? This is a two-part question. Who are some of your favorite hip-hop artists, and who are some of your favorite rap artists?
My favorite hip-hop artist, I can say Fresh Montana, because he's just a character. Fresh Montana.
So you consider him? I don't know if you paid attention to the word.
Okay, hip-hop, I'd say Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes animated. Missy, I don't know where she at right now, but I know she's behind the scenes. But Missy, Ludacris, a lot of animated people are those people. Rap, point blank. Yeah, I heard what you said. Rap, point blank. I would have to say is the 2 Chainz, the Montana, the Rick Rosses, those people, but they don't really have lyrics that I want to hear. You know what I mean? They are who they are. They're artists. They're just doing what they do. You know what I mean?
Okay. Which would you rather listen to, mainstream or underground?
I would have to say underground. There's a lot of people, a lot of Jews in underground that people don't really get to listen to. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that I say nah I mean, but that's my catchphrase. But nah I mean, but there's a lot of people that people don't get to listen to. Me, for instance, because they listen to so much mainstream stuff, they don't get to hear the Tiptoes, the Let Me Ins, those type of songs because they so focused on what the radio was playing. You know, I want music to go back to the way it was and people listen to their heart, what they wanted to hear. They just go on the internet and just go through what they go through. But right now, it's like we give them whatever fed to us. You know what I mean?
I like this next question. Do you think that it's hard for underground artists to become mainstream without compromising their style?
I believe that everywhere is a get in when you fit in sort of situation. So I believe like even with me, it's going to be people that like what I do. That's the reason that they're going to sign me. But at the end of the day, they're going to try to make me what they see in their head. So I believe that once you get your name up, you should go back to doing what you want to do because you got the power to do so. But a lot of people don't do that. They just ride with the machine rather than riding their music. That really shows me, do you really believe in yourself? Do you really believe in what you sound like? You know what I mean? So I believe what I sound like. So I ride with the machine for a little while, but I put my Kanye, you know what I mean?
Okay. If you had the opportunity to collaborate with anyone in the industry, who would it be? It's going to be dead or alive.
I would have to say, first of all, of course, I'd say Biggs. I'd say Biggie automatically, but if I was to say somebody that's alive right now, I'd say Busta. I just believe that Busta is so animated. Busta or Luda, they are so animated, they will bring that out of me, that beast out of me that I need. I want to work with people that's going to bring a next level out of me. I don't want to work with somebody that's going to bring, okay, I'm working with this person, I got to stick to these lines. No, I want them to go, their lines are so hot, I got to go hard. You know what I mean? And right now, I don't see nobody else in mainstream that's doing that.
Okay. Is there anyone in the game you would compare yourself to?
Hell no. I'm sorry. Yeah, hell no.
Are you into the leagues of battle rapping?
I used to battle rap. I rapped on Battle Zone. I rapped on a couple of things. I rap battles depending on who the artist is.
Do you watch like a couple of the league battles that are going on now?
Not really. I don't really watch too much. I know who the main people are, but at the same time, I'm not really into it. I feel like it's too much of guns. It's a lot of machismo of manistic things, like people trying to show that they the top dog for no reason. You know what I mean? I bust that gap. I let it up. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear some metaphors coming out your mouth. If your opportunity is built on you bullying the next person, then you're not spitting lyrics. You're just telling me that you can bully that person, but he still can spit better than you. So all people's going to ooh and ah off is the fact that they know that you can whip that person's ass. That's not rapping. You know what I mean?
I have an issue with a lot of Brooklyn artists. I don't feel that they show enough love to each other.
Truth. That's true.
Especially the males. I'm not just going after the males. I'm speaking overall, but it's mostly the males I see. If you from this hood in Brooklyn or that hood, this crew, this management team, whatever umbrella you're under, they have a hard time showing love to one another. So my question to you is, are there any local unsigned artists from BK that you're feeling or that you support or even listen to?
I would have to say my boy, You Know the Don. I would have to say, who else? I can't think of the names right now, but definitely You Know the Don. I would have to say, let me see, it's a lot of them that I do. You know what I mean? School, my boy School. It's a lot of people I do. It's just that, to me, I'm on a different level of artistry. So if you can bend with me and do certain music, then we cool. But if all you sticking to is hood music, I can't really deal with you, because I know where your path is going to go, and it's not going to go where I need to go. So I have love for everybody. I've never been like that. I've always been that work the crowd, work the room type of person. You know what I mean? Like, I work with anybody, but if you on a certain level where you feel like you got to be smack DVD all day, I can't deal with you. I'm going mainstream. I'm trying to get money. If you're trying to stick to that level, I can't deal with you. Shout out to my brother Hustle, though, because he doing his thing right now. You know what I mean? He's making moves, and he was that type of dude, like the type of dude that stick to street rap all day, but he sees what it is. He sees that you have to give something. You know what I mean? You have to give something. You have to challenge yourself. It's not just stuck in that boundary, because you're not going to make money but street money. The Smack DVD money ain't that much money. Shout out to you, Smack. I know who Smack is. I fuck with Smack, but at the end of the day, that Smack DVD money is just where it's at. You going to stay there. You know what I mean?
Well, this question will jump off the music for a minute. What made you get into clothing design and photography?
I would have to say it was mostly the people I was around. I was dealing with a lot of fashion. I was as far as photography went. Me and my boy Biggs, we sort of took a break on music for a while, and you know what I mean. Somebody gave me a camera. Shout out to this little old Italian lady. You know what I mean? I was doing a moving company at the time, and she said, "You want that?" She saw me, kept staring at it. So, "You want that?" I'm like, "Yeah." That's my first film camera, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." She was like, "You can have the whole thing, the zooms, the lenses, everything." I'm like, "You serious?"
Wow.
Like, "Yeah, you can take it." So after that, I started playing around with it. I'm like, okay, I see what photography is. Photography is angles and taking a chance of doing certain things. So I was like, okay, I could do this. You know what I mean? And that's why I got with that. As far as fashion go, I always been a fashion dude. If anybody knows me and they follow me and they see what I do, I always been a blazer wearing dude. I started off as a shopper. You know what I mean? I started off in the 90s dancing and doing my shopper thing. So if they know me, you know how you gotta be when you're a shopper. You gotta be fashion up. You know what I mean? You gotta be on your thing. Blazers all day, pants, pointy shoes. You gotta be on it. So that's where I started off at, and I kept it going. You know.
That's what it is.
By the way, my line is called Fashion Over Health, so you know.
Okay, that's what's up. Alright, well, before we wrap this up, I just want to play a quick little game with you real quick. Called Bars of Bullshit. I'm going to call out these artists and say bars of bullshit.
You trying to get me in trouble like that. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, I came up with this because of your ass. You said bring the drama, so I had to come up with something.
Drama?
Alright, you ready?
Alright.
2 Chainz.
Bullshit. I'm sorry, but I like him, but he bullshit. If you're gonna say bars of bullshit.
Weezy.
Bars.
Nicki Minaj.
Middle.
There's no middle.
There's no middle?
It's bars bullshit.
You say bullshit.
Kendrick.
Bars.
Lil Uzi.
Bars. He's a killer.
For real, you think so?
Yeah, I think
Chief
he's a killer.
Keef.
Bullshit.
B.O.B.
Bullshit. By the way, B.O.B., please come back to the real you. Stop this shit. Yeah, but yeah.
Macklemore.
Bars.
Papoose.
Bars.
Drake.
Bullshit.
Okay.
Please don't get mad at me, rappers. Listen, I'm only going up for what I hear and what I know for me. This is not speaking for everybody else.
Everybody's entitled to
You
their
know what I
own
mean? This is
opinion.
me. Drake, you do your thing, you do your
Fuck
singing.
your feelings.
Yeah, I mean, oh, shit.
Fuck your
The host said it herself. So
It
listen,
is what it is. is, yo.
I love Drake's songs. I love the way he do it sometimes. You know what I mean? I love even the fact that people got this new meaning when they talk about their feelings. They call it Draking. But my whole thing is, I'm looking for a new sound. I'm looking for a new style. I'm looking for something, man. I don't see it in these people. So it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. I appreciate you taking the time out, allowing us to get to know you and all that.
Thank you for having me. You know.
It's definitely a pleasure. This your Ericka girl. Yeah, this your go to blooper look. This your girl Ericka Ciane representing Brooklyn. You already know what it is. My boy Panor, the entrepreneur.
Money hungry.
Money hungry.
Money hungry.
You got the B. What's the B?
Money hungry first, but we don't talk about that B.
Oh, my bad.
It's just money hungry hustlers. If you got a B on your name, you better be somebody.
You gotta edit that part out there.
And I will check you. No, leave it. I will check you. If you got a B on your name, I will check you. My boy Biggs know what it is, what it's about because he already know what they're charged for. He did.
And don't forget, he will be performing March 29th at Brooklyn Night. Shout out to my boy DJ Big Bad Bolo about that music showcase.
Okay.
Y'all was there February 8th. Y'all know it was lit.
Big
so y'all know the next
dope.
one is going to be even more crazy.
Shout out to Baby Rut. Shout out to Flawless. All my dudes from
Mellow,
the 90s.
the whole
Mellow, yeah. He must be Mellow.
Shout
Mellow
out
is
my
definitely
boy
Mellow.
Moolah, Hoodie Two Shoes, Kamikaze Kai, G Lloyd, all the young rebels. You already know Rebel Cashin', the whole GSC. Y'all already know.
It's your boy Panor, the entrepreneur. You might not know me, oh well. If you do know me, what's up? And if you don't know me, you're about to know me. Money won't be in the building. Let's start with some girls. Let's start with some girls. Yeah. Listen up.
Listen, it's not that easy. It's a little bit more.
Someone call, let me in, man.
I got the key to your heart, and all you gotta do is I know you're tired of these dudes that holds me at the rules.
Let me in.
I know that you're tired of these lies from these men, but let me in. Let me in. And I promise you never frown again. Let me in.
Watch your girl, man.
Let me in.
It's about to be a kill.
Let me in.
Chill.
And I promise you never heard
Anything. When I first met you, you was an angel. Looked like nothing in this world could hurt you. Now it look like you stress yourself out. And this bummy ass nigga done overworked you. And I'm letting you know I don't like what I'm seeing. You deserve better, should be treated like a queen. But it's for breakfast, everything European. Instead he tries to tear down his self-esteem. Trying to get respect from these lames in the hood that don't even got his neck. Do we know who got his back? Let's flash back for a sec when he was crying on the steps, couldn't pay the rent. Who gave them their check?
Are you trying to build a house with friends?
Now I'm trying to let you know he ballin' and you looking a hot mess. Let me in. Let me in. I know that you tired of these lies from these fake brother. Let me in. Let me in. And I promise you never frown again. Come on, let me in. Let me in. Shorty breaking you down was part of his plan, but let me in. Let me in. And I promise you never hurt again. We just gonna post on this real quick. We just gonna post on it. What's up, bro? It's good.
I know you're tired of these dudes that holds me at the
Ladies in the building. Ladies in the building.
all you gotta do.
Let's go.
I got the key to your heart.
Baby girl, you deserve the best. That's what me, no stress. That's what them bad luck like a hex. To make your choice, a bummy dude with no respect, or teddy bear in a light stack. Lease to the jet, and take these weight and place your bets.
So confused.
So what you gonna do? Stay with this dude who obviously don't know what he about to lose, or make a choice of good food with a good dude and let me in. Let me in. Let me in. I know that you tired of these lies from these men, but let me in. Let me in. And I promise you never frown again. Come on. I know why some of y'all guys in there above me your head. I'm letting you girls know about you. I know. I know.
And I promise you never hurt again.
Hey, yo, bro.
I got the key to your heart.
I gave the girls their thing, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm in the hood. I'm over here in LG. If you don't know, I'm from LG. LG stand up. 3, 4, 5. I'm in the building. Okay. Give me Hollywood. I want to do something. I want to do something real street for them. Some storytelling stuff. Yeah. Okay. Panor the entrepreneur, you dig? Niggas said they doing too good. Praying to something legal about the hood. Money ain't going the way that it should, but that's the type of time in Hollywood. Young Melissa pregnant on the block, wondering when the pain gon' stop. When she falling, how hard will she pop? Yeah, that's the type of time in Hollywood. Who's saying? Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood. Mr. Sil's son came home thinking about how we gonna make some green. Cause his man's on bitches like a netball team. It didn't matter that he just came out of the pen. He was ready to go back again. Got the keys out to play just the situation. Life short, but he's short to the situation. Who to the fans watching him in the complex? Connect calls him up one day and says, not thinking and running out of patience. He wasn't a connect spot, cause he blazing. Look, put it like this. Every year they throw flowers on the pavement. What are you expecting in Hollywood? Where every street drama is just a movie in the making. Hollywood. Let me hear you say Hollywood. Hollywood. Okay, let's go. Hollywood. Hollywood. You know what? Cut that for me. You know, I keep doing these songs, and I keep seeing y'all do y'all thing. Y'all bop a little, but y'all don't really move, so I don't know what it is. Hold on, let me go. So anyway, me and my baby mama at the welfare office, trying to get this hunger up off us. They gave us 100 in food stamps, but that shit don't hold us. The kids eat it up like vultures. Standing in my mama house, though, that shit full of coldness. When I think about my kids starving, I feel a boldness. You can't stop me, never knock me, and this is real. I can't wait till a nigga like me get a deal. Forget what you heard and forget what you said. Forget the chains I got born and you think I got bread. I'm talking about me making it and keeping it real. I'm just being honest, nigga. I'm just copping still. Yo, facts. Give me some, let me see. Give me that tiptoe. Give me that tiptoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Naughty young entrepreneur.
Money hungry in the building. Shout the hell hustle, flex it up. Tiptoe, tiptoe. If your man at work, if you feel a little hot, wanna do a little dirt. Tiptoe, tiptoe. While you working up the block, getting circled by the cops, trying to catch you on the spot. Get low, tiptoe. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Get low, tiptoe. Be careful what you won't do. Tiptoe. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Get low, tiptoe. Be careful. I used to know this chick from upstate. Man that go around all over the place. Now she was something I had to embrace. Now she was something I had to replace. Good lace, good face, perfect waist. She had a little something she could shake to the base. She looks good, conscious all over the place. Had to let her know it's Pete, baby girl had faith. He will do him, the wines will do you. Before you do you, I'm going to school you. Here's what you do, look clean hair too. Leave me round too, leave him some food. When your man at work, when you feel a little hot, wanna do a little dirt. Tiptoe, tiptoe. While you working up the block, getting circled by the cops, trying to catch you on the spot. Get low, tiptoe. That's what you need to do. Get low, tiptoe. Get low, tiptoe. That's what you need to do. Be careful what you move. Hey, I've been on this block all my life, so it's only right now when I see a flashing lights. I got the insight for me to take flight, cause being in the bookings all night just ain't right. Speak on sweat, so hustle, get right. 5 rubber bands, cause the money gon' be right. Listen here, we don't do this shit just for spite. Ask Uncle Rob, who's starving every night. I'ma tell y'all exactly what to do. Stay low, don't be flashy with your moves. You ain't got a job, why you flashy with your jewels? Don't think for a sec, if the streets ain't rushing you. Tiptoe, tiptoe. When your man at work, when you feel a little hot, wanna do a little dirt. Tiptoe, tiptoe. While you working up the block, getting circled by the cops, trying to catch you in the spot. Tiptoe, tiptoe. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Money hungry. Tiptoe, tiptoe. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Tiptoe. Tell you something. All you need to do is tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. And you creeping on the low. Tiptoe, tiptoe. All you need to do is tiptoe. tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe.
You working on the block,
You trying to get this gold? Hey, what I'm saying right here? What you mean that my flow ain't hot? Nigga, you can't do this shit. Don't call me black and blue, cause I'm always behind another hit. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. I'ma make you respect me, hold up. Tiptoe, tiptoe. Tiptoe, tiptoe. Tiptoe, tiptoe. Tiptoe, tiptoe. Yo, you like that one? Yeah! Who's that? Okay. I'm gonna make sure I got y'all attention. Cause y'all my homies, man. I'm doing that right. Tell me it's crap, you dig? Alright, let's go to another one, you know what? Yeah. I wanna hit him with that Tangeray and Cash.
Let's get Tangeray. Y'all already know.
Okay. Look. Shit, can you turn it up a little bit more? Turn it up a little more. They don't need to hear that. That's it. That's it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Just pass me my cup, bro. I don't need no taste of feeling. Dog drink, cut drink. I ain't no racist, man. Cash up in my hand, bro. I ain't asked for no favors. Scared of drinking wasn't drunk. I'll be CEO tomorrow. Let's play the game. For who? Lipstick is on my collar. Wifey gun pointed at my obligator and bottle. When I'm drunk, I'm on my bullshit. But I can't knock her. She be cashing anything. Yeah, I break her all poppers. You do not want what I'm on. Don't give me shit that I'm on. My bags look like waters and that's rhinos and patrols. Tell every day I am the father. Up class, never had. I'm selfish when I'm in the zone. What is that?
Tangeray and Cash.
Tangeray and Cash. Tangeray and Cash. Tangeray, Tangeray, Tangeray and Cash. Tangeray and Cash. Tangeray and Cash. This one for my broskies. Get wine. With D-Money, you don't come home and Tangeray and Cash. Bottles on deck.
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 It's Tangeray and Cash. Dark room. Music blasting. Gears replaced. Not randomly talking. Just painting pictures so you with me. You drink while you sleeping. Call that thing comatose. Drinks got me writing here. Also call my friend hella dope. Psycho counting up the digits. Can't eat loud playing with the switches. You can't beat us cause you can't beat us. It's so simple but you don't get it. I'm sitting cooler than the breeze that just blew up my city. But I'm so turned up, I'm screaming out. Who did it? I ain't got an ego, I got ego. So tell these haters no grants. Here's a effect that I got these on pack, but still play with them kids. Keep eyes on your chicks, bro. Cause by the rules we live it. If she comes on my side, she made her decision. She want that. Tangeray and Cash. Tangeray and Cash. Tangeray and Cash. Tangeray and Cash. Tangeray. When I put you on, what you say? Bottles on deck. 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 It's Tangeray and Cash. Now, when I say you niggas something about me, you ain't gotta like me, it's okay, I don't really care. Cause when I'm doing my dog, I'm trying to do dog, shoot it right off in the air. You can compare with a nigga, never swear with a nigga. If you dare to a nigga, I will fear any nigga. Hey! I don't fear any nigga, but a kill little nigga. Listen here. I been running through the block with a chop. If you want it with a nigga, then you better get it how I gotta spit. I gotta show you niggas how I rip so terrific. Baby, rap, what's up with a nigga? Show you niggas how I buck with these niggas. You don't want it, we in touch with these niggas. Go to LG and down that block. I bet you'll get you fucked up by these niggas.
Alright. Give my man a round of applause. It's my name, nigga Panor. Give it up for my man Panor. He been fucking with me since B-Cat days. You know what I'm talking about? He filmed the show and all of that. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, Kurt Cash, where the fuck you at? Where the fuck you at? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, shout out Pocketful. Shout out Pocketful in the building. GSC in the
You cuff your chick to keep her guarded. Your chicken will get back like it's Boston Market. Stares and eyes glare when that whip get parked quick. My wallet must